Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Outer Wilds. On the last episode, we discovered a little bit more about the stranger and the artifacts, and a little bit of history for the race who created it. I think maybe I'm a little bit speculating on that point, but I don't know. Let's see if maybe there's something here. Abandoned temple. Oh dear, a lot of stuff here. Okay, so a narrow gorge along the rightmost branch of the river. There are dwellings built into both cliff faces high above. A slide reel that shows the stranger's inhabitants congregating around a strange green fire. Several slides have been burned and cannot be viewed. An abandoned temple marked with the symbol of a burning slide reel. It can be accessed from a passage in the hidden gorge. There's an interface upstairs that can be used to line up symbols in a vertical sequence, which we never discovered what the sequence was. A slide reel from the hidden gorge showed a glowing symbol and chains appear around a strange vault. Yes, yeah, we found that. A massive canyon that stretches into the distance. A candlelit lodge is built into the far cliff face. We never discovered how to get to the other side of that canyon either. So, I mean, oh, dang it. Yeah, well, let's get our HUD going. I guess the obvious next step is to activate the artifacts in the other locations too, and see where that takes us. And my working hypothesis, the reason why my jetpack, in case it wasn't obvious, did not work. It wouldn't activate, nor would my flashlight. And so what I suspect happened is I was not physically transported anywhere, but instead, like, my spirit was transported somewhere, either to their homeworld or to a recreation of their homeworld. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. And so, because it was not my physical body, but instead my spirit, that's why my accoutrement did not work, because they were not with me. And I did notice that the moment the lantern went out, when we fell into the water, that was when I was returned to the, I guess, the real world? I guess the stranger would be the best way to put it. Oh, dang it. So now we have a much better idea of how these devices work. Let's go and investigate the ones that are right here. It does occur to me that the fire that we've been working with is the same color as the ghost matter. And it distressingly also occurs to me that we don't know where the ghost matter came from yet. So they might be related. Maybe. It's hard to say. But let's see. I noticed that the only clumps of ghost matter we found here so far. In fact, we know why there's ghost matter throughout the Harthian system. Or at least I do. Perhaps some of the people in the audience don't just yet, because we haven't really gotten to that point yet. But I know why there's ghost matter in this system. And I also know that that does not really make sense for there being ghost matter here. And the only places we found ghost matter so far are related to these artifacts. So let's doze off for a moment. Can I see my feet? Yeah, look, I'm not wearing my spacesuit. That's interesting. It's noticeably in a different position in the sky. So in theory, oh, no, never mind. I was thinking like maybe it's so dark because the star has already died, because I remember in some of the slideshows we saw the star was already like kind of red, but the planet is still lit up, so I guess that's probably not the case. But what else I was thinking was that since water puts out the soul lantern thing, and that then takes us to the stranger again, there must be ways of successfully navigating this area without getting dunked. That's not a happy sound. That's not a happy sound at all. I feel like this is where jump scares are going to happen. Oh. Okay, so what I've just done, I'm sure, is break one of the three seals. One of the three chains that were holding back whatever it is in the submerged structure. Because I remember commenting that we couldn't find it before. Like we couldn't find that structure. That they were using to seal it away. And so that was it. And I'll bet there's one at each of the three locations, and you have to extinguish the flames, and that breaks the chain. I don't think that's a good idea, though. Really, I'm sure they sealed it away for good reason. But that seems to be the most important. That seems to be a big deal around these parts. So that tells me that we gotta kind of run and break the seals before things go wrong. And in particular, because like I think the flood may have an effect in the other world, and so if we don't get to the seals in time, it may just end up being impossible to break them. Uh, uh, there we go. Come on. Please hurry. Um, so there should be one of those artifacts here. We need to find that, but I don't know where it is. I wonder if this was the building where it was housed. And I notice it's very similar to the building that we encountered at the Hidden Gorge, where there was another eye symbol on the wall and had the vertical symbols thing. But I don't really see one of those artifacts. And I don't know if it's actually burned down. I don't remember if it described it that way. But it makes me think of it being burned down. You know what? I don't think we've been there yet. That looks new to me. So let's go ahead and investigate that and see if maybe that's where the artifact is. Oh, wait. I'll bet that symbology, maybe that means that's where a projector is. Because there was also a very similar looking image at the projector near the start of the river, near the reservoir. Yeah. Broken. We know where to get fixed ones. Just gotta find the slides now. Here we go. And this is the Eye of the Universe. So I've basically given up on breaking the seals at this point. I think at the very least we ought to find where this artifact is and remember where it is for the next loop. I don't know, maybe it's in here. This seems awfully suspiciously out of the way. Knocked over table implement. Oh, this is where the picture was that shows you the secret entrance. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad we came here. That there was, in fact, a lantern here. So that's helpful. Just do one more check, make sure there's no artifact. Doesn't seem to be. Yeah. So we know where we know where two of the artifacts are, more or less. I would want to revisit the one in the gorge before I feel confident saying that I've remembered where it is. So let's Let's take a look at the Eye of the Universe projection, shall we? Whoa. Okay. So they made it to the eye, or at least close enough to analyze it a little bit better, and they were able to determine that the eye is capable or will destroy not only the Harthian system, but them as well. And I noticed the grass growing. I don't know if that's supposed to mean rebirth or like they reacted as though it just meant utter destruction and the grass would regrow on their graves. So they vowed to stop it, and that project, this whole vault situation, seems to be related, and that building was meant to venerate the eye, and when they discovered how destructive it is, they discovered its potential, they burned down the building, and so it is in fact burned down. Okay. Yeah. All three. I figured we might as well just take a look at it just for completeness, but oh, is that the water? No, it's just wind, I think. So yeah, those are just detailing how you're supposed to, how they're all related. You know, they're three seals, all related to those strange structures. And I also don't see any artifacts. I did not see any inside the building, but let's take another thorough look and look explicitly for an artifact. No, I don't see it. Okay. I imagine they probably took anything important out of the building with the eye symbol on it before they burned it down. So it's probably not in there, but I don't know where it is in that case. Another one of those chair things. Chair things is definitely the wrong description because there are actual chairs. Uh-oh. That's mucho not good. It said there's more to explore here on this island. But I don't see where that would be. Maybe it's downstairs, but this could be problems very soon. Yeah, that's bad. Okay. Oof. How much damage did that do? Fair amount. Oh, enough to kill me. Alright. We'll consider that a loop. And then on the next episode, I don't know. It seems to me that the only thing that's left to do is to find that third artifact. And we've got to extinguish those 3 flames. And break the seal. Whatever it is. So I guess that's what we'll do on the next episode. So, see you then.